The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
Has been known to use a lot of the senses, sometimes split apart into 2, 3, sometimes all of them. And one that has never really been split apart on its own has been sound.
Yeah.
Like strictly just sound.
Except for jump scares, in which they cue the score to make it so that sound makes you jump because they go quiet score, loud score when shit happens.
Yeah, but there's also something happening on the screen that also matches that jump. So there's still a sense of vision. We're talking about strictly sound, where there's nothing on the screen.
That and not the score, but just literally the sound of something going on in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not even music. We're talking like you take like if somebody plays back a 8mm tape of something bad happening. Normally in a horror film, we see it, right? We see what's happening. This is listening just to the audio of something and what you get to play with once you do that.
It's kind of like taking obviously all the movies are your sense of seeing, but Paranormal Activity and stuff like that, where you're looking and you're trying to see something happen. And
you know what
this
the big
movie, I feel like this is when you're listening and waiting to hear something happen.
And you want to know, this movie kept my interest way more than any of the Paranormal Activities does. You know, I give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
franchise.
But that was less shaky cam. It was steady, slowly.
It's just fucking boring.
I just get upset that I didn't make that fucking movie. I told you, how much was the budget? All right, move a chair. There you go. Oh, you see the fucking chair move? God damn it.
They're genius.
Yeah.
I have no will. That's like a franchise I don't think we'll ever do. I cannot.
I'll admit, I enjoy the first couple, and then they just did what the fuck they did. Apparently,
like VHS.
I'll fucking spoil this shit because I found out that apparently with the last one, it goes into time travel, where then they show up at the house of the first movie. I'm like, the fuck is that? What?
Okay.
Now, maybe somebody's fucking with me. I don't know.
Okay. Well, but I can see how that does utilize sound, and it is with an image, but it's still it's a still image. Like a lot of the stuff that when I remember, I think I watched the first 2, maybe 3, and there's a lot of stuff that happens when they're asleep and all that. So you're just like watching a screen.
Yeah, waiting for.
Yeah.
And this one you're listening.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Before we dig any further in this film tonight on the chopping block, we're going to be talking about the 2025 film Undertone. Lowdown.
F you, Hunter. What's up, you Bob Black Sheep bitches?
Bob Black Sheep bitches. Ooh, that's another fucking thing they did is they played with the subliminal.
That's why,
That was fun.
I do kind of like that. Now I'm like, fuck, do I need to go back and check this shit out? Where it's like, hell the,
So there's a whole thing that people that do the editing, and I mean this like as a fact, the people that do the editing were watching like this movie and been like, I do that.
Yeah.
Like you can add weird effects by reversing a line and putting it back in with the line going the right way, and it adds like a weird ghost effect. There's all this shit. When like I'm looking at the screen of how they're going through the recording, and I'm like, hey, I stare at that at least once a week. So there's like, for me, there's like this. It was almost like, God, that'd be fucking terrifying. Like if I just had to was listening to stuff, and you're in your headphones, and like it's you and your super fucking like your dying mom. She's basically hospice.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, dude. Like I don't think I could sit there and keep going through those.
That did help create the kind of just the environment of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of fucking creepy to be waiting for somebody to fucking die. Like your mom, like just waiting, like any day now she's gonna die. Like you're just there for just death.
There must have been something in the last will and testament about wanting to go naturally, because I'll be like, yo, if that's where it is, yo, take me out. I don't want nobody having to sit around there for weeks.
Why she was that committed? Like,
dude, there were like literally only 2 people we physically saw in this movie, and that was her and her mom. Everyone else was a voice.
Yeah.
Everyone else was a voice.
I wonder if it's because they do kind of go into her mom being pretty fucking religious. That,
you think?
That she felt like maybe it's a sin to die outside the house. You never know.
And there we go. With we're listening to these files, and they just happened to something fucked up's happening audio wise on the file, and let's pan to a picture of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, let's pan to the cross.
Oh, the pan to the hallway and just the dark, like, and you're like, do I see something there? Like, you're listening, but you're also like, what am I looking at?
No, yeah, you're trying to figure out like what in the shot is syncing up with what you're hearing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that every time she goes to record, that she would put on you would hear the clock and everything, and then she put the headphones on and just everything's silent. So then you're hearing her recording the podcast and then listening to the tapes. And so a couple times I'm like, wait, is that happening on the recording or is that happening at home? And she's doing the same thing where she's like looking over like, wait, that loud banging, is that actually happening here?
Yeah.
And why would it be happening here since my mom can't fucking do anything? Like, she's just laying on the bed to the point where every time she goes to check on her, she's like, oh, she must be doing something, and she's just sitting there comatose.
Yeah. Well, except for like the last time. All right. So, a quick synopsis. We've got this young woman who is living at her mom's house. I guess the place she was raised.
She's staying there.
Well, that's what I mean. She's staying there while her mom dies.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Your basic,
constantly shitting on. Oh, God.
Death's Day. Oh,
Just
yeah. They show that.
Well, of course,
dedication.
Though. I mean, again, I don't want any of that. Please, just take me out.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want someone having to do that.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man.
To each their own. To each their own, right?
True. And she also does a true crime podcast with somebody who I don't know where the fuck he lives, but it's one of those podcasts that are done just strictly online.
Yeah.
They just send each other voice files and clips and stuff.
It's like true crime, but also kind of supernatural a little bit.
Yeah, he's the believer, she's the non-believer.
Yeah.
That's their gimmick.
Which I like that she was the non-believer because...
Of course. If it was the believer, it would have been like...
But the fact that he's like, no, we don't want to do this. She's like, I'll fucking listen to this. I'll fucking do this. I don't care.
So what led to the files? Was it they went into the conversation about nursery rhymes and hidden meanings? London Bridges and they were talking, Ring Around the Rosie and all that shit.
They were talking about there's this image, this file that if you watch it, a la The Ring, then like people were dying or having shit happen to them.
That's
and they're like,
right.
We're not going to do that.
That's right.
We'll take it this other route where I got this email and this person wanted us to listen to these 10 files.
You're hearing that, right?
I did hear that.
You shaking your leg or anything?
No. It's over there somewhere.
Fuck me.
Are we experiencing Undertone right now? Because
No,
I'm not fucking touching. I'm the exact same shit I'm always at.
I hope not. All right, let's go. Fuck me. All right, so where were you were saying? Where were you at?
Just they get sent the recordings and
Yeah.
they're pretty much like looking at like, okay, is this actually legit? They don't know who said it. The email is some weird fucking thing.
The email had like, and I can't remember all this. Only watching it once, and it was a little over a week and a half ago. But like the email was something weird, like the name of the email and the way the file was sent, like the way it was written, it was like like descending. So it made like a slope, and like the words were like 2 letters a piece on each.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was just because they showed you a picture of it.
I just would open that shit for fucking like, and you got a virus, go fuck yourself. Like,
well, remember she says that.
Yeah.
She says that. Could be a virus, and he opens it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. Well, then how did the nursery rhyme thing come into play? Was it because that first file was a nursery rhyme, and that spurred her memory?
I think it came on,
Okay.
playing that.
Because it was a different one. Remember, they got to the Baa Baa Black Sheep, but there was a different nursery rhyme at first.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was. She was like, because remember, they play this.
Oh, London Bridges.
Yeah, the first one has they say there's a song playing in the background, so she has to like slow. See, that's the stuff I'm talking about. She slowed it down, envelope enlarged it, and like there was a really quiet part that she blew up, and I'm like, I know how to do that, and that's really fucking cool to see, like, in a movie, and
nerded out a little bit there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, whoo, and then she finds out that it was a slowed down and reversed London Bridges.
Yeah.
See, that's fucking cool.
And I think because that was playing in the background, the first recording of the couple is just like, all right, honey. And then you get to hear him snore. And then she wakes up, she's saying some whispery shit. And then as the tapes go on, then you have where there's one where that you're hearing music in the background. They're like, where's that coming from? Like, which children's songs playing randomly out somewhere is fucking creepy as fuck, man.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah. 100%. And, as each, like they split the file. Who the fuck records like that, by the way? I don't want to ever record like that. Right? That's like 4 fucking recordings you got to put together to make one episode.
Yeah.
Unless they just use those breaks to insert ads, which would make it really easy.
Yeah, more than likely.
Because
well, I thought they were doing it recording each episode was some like a recording and stuff like that. Like
Oh,
they'll
I
break it
thought
down.
each recording was part of an episode.
Maybe,
I guess there's a time elapse that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Possibly. I just thought that they were recording like one episode in sections. I'm like, that's a shitty ass release schedule. It's like one episode a month. Where you guys are going.
Now, I will say one of the cool kind of visual things with this is as they're talking stuff and they're researching as you would do. Like it says here that the name that you can almost hear in the backwards is this demon or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're looking stuff up. And you get that really cool old medieval fucking artwork of shit. And some of that stuff as they're talking about it, you see like people being tortured and stuff like that.
It's kind of like when the kid goes on the learning escapade with Rare Exports.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, like when that unfolds, you're like, wait, he's a mean motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I've kind of got the same vibe of going through all that.
But I do really like that as they're kind of going into that, they're showing us the imagery of this like really fucking medieval, fucked up looking.
What was the name of her? Her name?
I
don't fucking remember.
But you should be saying it. I know that.
We're not saying it. There you go. Because she said something wrong to where she couldn't have children. I think as the story went.
Or did she have a miscarriage?
She had a miscarriage, but then she couldn't have kids after that.
She had a miscarriage, and then she couldn't have kids, and then she took it out on everybody.
All the young women that were pregnant.
We find out wouldn't matter to our main character, except she's also
pregnant.
Yep.
We're the douche nozzle we hear for like 2
God
minutes.
Damn.
What an ass.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, honey, I know you're staying there with your dying mom, but I got a party in plan for you.
So she hasn't died yet, so you want to like hang
You want to come back to the city for a party?
Hey,
I think you deserve this.
I know,
like,
do you want to hang out with your dying mom?
Yeah.
You want to come out and have a couple brewskis with me, babe?
I'm like, what the?
Smooth, bro.
Dude, like, that's not cool, man. Not cool. And then, who else was her sister, maybe? Friend. There's like one other phone call she speaks to. One of the persons she speaks to.
Yeah, we're just kind of checking to see, because everybody's concerned, because like you're fucking hanging out with your dying mom, like that's, and I guess it's taking longer. The way it sounds like she was expecting to be there for like a week, and now she's been there for like a few weeks or a month, and they're not having anybody come by. It's just a waiting process.
Yeah, I guess so. So what this ends up being is where, as each file unfolds, you hear that this, whatever her name is, witch, I guess is what they're labeling her as, is slowly taking over this wife of this newly married couple. They don't really give us how long they've been together. They just, and then you find out when you realize that she does this to pregnant women thing, it's like, oh, so she's coming for that woman's baby. And yeah.
And then we start getting kind of mirror of what we're hearing on the recording happening to our main chicks.
Yes, exactly.
Where like you hear like the faucet running, and he's like I guess the guy says something about it, and then later on we got the faucet running in her house, and she's like, okay, there's only me and mom's not getting up to go to the fucking kitchen or bathroom and flip that on. So.
Yeah. Oh, and you're also getting other people calling into the podcast saying like, yeah, I know those people. Don't fucking do that.
Yeah,
like,
I like that. Yeah.
You're like, don't stop. What are you doing?
Yeah, like you really shouldn't be going here. This
you really
is not
shouldn't
good.
have said her name. I think one of them is like, you shouldn't have said her name.
That's where it's like near the end. That's when shit goes fucking haywire. Like after they take the phone calls, and then you get the last one, which is her getting fucked with the witch demon.
Yeah.
Or like just like you're fucking done.
You're cooked. Yeah, that's where you start like there's a audio clip of like running like up and down like downstairs, and they pan away to the staircase in the house that she's living in, and I just thought that was, and then it just pans back once they are finished with the stair sound. It's like little shit like that that's really cool, because like we said earlier, you're looking in the scene to see if you see something, but while you're doing that, you're like absorbing that sound, and it makes it feel like it's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, people, but like, you got to watch this movie. It's the way it fucks with your perception of sense,
especially in a theater, because with having the digital,
could you imagine this with like above you and
literally,
shit?
well, I'm just saying, there's one part where you're like someone's whispering, and it sounded like somebody was on my corner, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I was like, "What the fuck?" I don't know if it's going to translate as well watching it at home.
Unless
maybe
you have
if you have a
sound.
Yeah, if you have surround sound, but that was really a key moment. Again, this movie's so set up for just the sounds that whisper creeps you the fuck out. There's parts in here that creep me the fuck out.
And there's enough, 100%. I was creeped out of shit. And there's enough. It doesn't sound like it though.
No, it doesn't sound
The
like
fuck is that? Good thing we didn't say her name. Jesus.
This is weird, dude. I know you're gonna have to edit this, but this is fucking weird, man.
This is weird. I don't like it. I forgot where I was. It's freaking me out.
Should we warn Emily?
Okay. What was I? Fuck. That it's this movie could be very boring, but they do a great job of camera movement.
Yeah.
Like they don't go fast, but like they said, they'll jump to during a hectic scene, they might jump to some religious figure or something her mom has up, and then we get the images from all the artwork she's looking up, and then we just get these slow pans into other rooms that are in complete darkness, and then we get
this pan makes sense, unlike the movie we fucking hate the shit out of.
Oh yeah,
where
it follows.
It does pan away from our character to just nothing, but it's giving us the environment she's in. As what she would be looking at while she's recording, because you're not just staring at your fucking recording equipment. You're looking around. So that's why I felt like we're panning around the room and the hallway and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Versus It Follows, where it just wanted to go in circles. That wasn't actually following the character's line of view. I don't know what the fuck that. All right, never mind.
But you see, but I'm just saying this one actually,
it
had
does
a
it
point
right.
to it.
It does it. Yes, it does it with a point. It is done correctly. And
dude, there's a scene, by the way, where she's upstairs and she's like, I guess there's the mirror of her mom. And you see her mom turn and just like look at her and start smiling, and then
so she raises up.
Yeah, she raises
that was in
up.
the trailer. Yeah,
yeah. See, I never watched the trailer.
I watched it once.
Yeah, but to me, but you see that in the trailer. But once you're watching the movie,
yeah,
and you see that her mom's not doing fucking, she's like pretty much comatose, like I said. So when that happens, that did creep me the fuck out.
What about the one where she pops around the corner?
Oh yeah,
yeah. That one gets you. I'm like, oh shit.
And just the random hearing steps and different. There's a lot of little tricks here. And
They do the great thing of like when they're listening to one of the files and they hear what noise. It sounds like it's above the person that's in the recording, and they start to slowly pan up to the to the ceiling of the room she's in. I guess she's in the dining room, and just slowly pan around. And Hunter's nervous. We've been having a weird noise that you haven't heard any of this discussion because I've edited it out, but there is a weird noise that is happening.
Kind of fucking with it, considering it's what we're recording a podcast about. Yeah,
we're trying to figure out which one of us is making and moving or doing something because that's fucking creeping me. Yeah. All right.
It's the most interactive podcast I've had.
I don't like it. This is not the podcast that need to be interactive with.
Exactly.
Not the horror podcast. No. That's like Cabin in the Woods. That's what you get. You get Cabin in the Woods.
Exactly.
So the ending, we're left with. Are we left with the mom finally died? Because we think she died. We heard. Remember, she's in there, and then you think that she had her last breath, and then she made that noise, and everyone referenced the death rattle.
We didn't even talk about the death rattle.
The death rattle,
which they brought up early in the movie, like the
That's
professional doctor was like, you'll know when you hear the death rattle, and which is kind of weird to have a casual. Once you hear the death rattle, she's definitely dead. But we're waiting as an audience. Once he said that, we're waiting for it. We do hear it.
Yeah.
But then we also see the mom after the death rattle. So.
Yeah. So the very last recording, shit goes crazy. They get cut off. Actually, doesn't the recording start to turn into?
It just starts going off the rails, and like the other podcasters,
host,
like we need to stop this right now. And then you hear him like screaming and like just it's fucking haywire, and you don't know what's happening on his end, but it ain't good, and he's freaking the fuck out. And she's still has her headphones on, but she's not staying stationary at this point. She's like looking around, and like the shit's happening around her. And like then you get the phone, like the calls, and it gets more and more intense. And like the TV turns on in the other room with that fucking image they had talked about not looking at earlier.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot about that. There's the image that they got sent where it was a woman's face, and it changes from like a chaotic smile to like a psychotic scream and like of like terror. It goes from like rage to terror.
It's
to
all
like
red background.
Yeah.
So you see you see this red coming out of the one room, and you walk in, and there's a TV. I really like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tricks to this that I thought were very effective.
With that, as we've been saying, this is it like 80% is relying on the soundscapes for the scare. It is very good with visuals though.
Yeah.
That got to give it that. Like those are the two main things it's using, predominantly, like we said, sound, but like the visuals that it utilizes and the cinematography are like key. Because like I said, this movie could have gone horribly wrong.
It's just fun to think this is at very low budget. I mean, it's one setting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you think about what they're able to do with what they have.
It made like, what's $5 point some million off a $500,000 budget?
Yeah.
I think.
And then you think about these other movies that do all the visual effects. And there's a couple movies that I've seen recently where they're, 30 times the budget and not nearly as effective.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right. That's going to wrap it up talking about 2025's Undertone. Before we give you our final verdict, please go to lowdownbrown.gy@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Did you make it out to see it? I don't know how long it's going to be in theaters. If you did make it out, what did you think? Like, I feel like this could be a polarizing film.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, this isn't like a in the middle. Like, you either enjoy it or you don't like it.
Oh, I give one warning. If you do go to sleep listening to podcasts, this could have a negative effect on you, as Groot's with me watching it and he was tired already, but he started passing out. And I'm curious, if you go to sleep listen to podcasts, this is playing like you're listening to a podcast for a good portion of the movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's some wicked dreams. Fuck. So yeah, hit us up, let us know. And all right, it survived for me. I won't own it, but I will definitely see it being a rewatch when it ever hits streaming somewhere. I think it's gonna hit Shudder, right?
I think so, yeah.
So
maybe it's A24, so I don't know.
I'll watch it if I see it, and maybe after another viewing, because I do have a surround sound, so it'll make a difference at the house. I do decide I want to buy it, but right now, don't want to buy it. I like it. It passes.
It passed for me, but I definitely want to see it that second time. I have a sound bar, so I don't know if that will help. I mean, if that'll be enough, or if it's just that one movie going experience. So. But right now passes. I really enjoyed watching it there. It creeped me out. When you watch a good horror movie, like that type of one where when you walk out and you're like staring off in the like dark spots and you're like, did I see something? You didn't, but your brain's all hyped up from fucking watching a movie like this. That's when I'm like, all right, I enjoyed it.
Yep. All right, folks. Until we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.